crashing out, but my pedal is to the floor. Whether in the clouds or down below, all I wanna do is hear you get loud. So get loud. So get loud. So get loud. I take the first, you keep them coming. We know a lot about turning nothing to something. We doing big things, ain't never bluffing. Top of the world, ain't no doubt in mine, it's about time. Whoa. Hey, what you know? Hey, crashing out, but my pedal is to the floor. Whether in the clouds or down below, all I wanna do is hear you get loud. So get loud. So get loud. So get loud.
Flatline for the nighttime. I'm on a first-name basis with the afterlife, and there's no ceiling when you're the demon. I dug myself out of the dirt for a reason, and I'm never running, so try it again. Starting me over, right back at the end.
When's the last time you were
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as they'll be backed up to start this drive.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now, you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give them a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
They'll go again with Jeanty. And they get him behind the And so that short gain on first down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you can easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
That's taken it around the 40. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it'll be Titan football. Looking to put a drive together. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
To throw is Ward. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's second down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
How'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, it had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So first and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now, Ward. That's complete to DK. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Chimray DK, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are on the board first here in Vegas. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray now. That's caught. It's Dante Thornton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Raiders at 3 and 9 now on the year. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. Now it's Tipton. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. You talk about this Titan defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey. Omaha. Big Ace open.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Hey, Ace. Easy.
Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Empty. I know sauce.
Murray now to throw. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Jeanty with career touchdown number 70. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And down he goes. Brought down the Raiders side. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a 1st down now, playing behind the sticks.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Not saying 19.
Throwing is Ward. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You look at this Raiders defense. They come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB. They'd easily move into the top 5.
And this one is incomplete.
We've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but is definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone and marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 37-yard line. Scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly. Got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. There's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
2-2. Easy, easy, easy. Move.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Ward. That went out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Raiders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Genty. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Omaha.
To throw is Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle, it's Genty. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Titans 7.
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to work to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense in every position. The tight ends are creating so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Bijan Robinson, 26 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Their own 28-yard line.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We mighty low Power Ranger. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous. Don't get caught in the matrix. Got that touch with my savior. Keeping that touch with my haters.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Now, their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Murray. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now 3rd down and very long.
Big ace. 1-1. 2-2. Omaha. What you got?
Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Cole now on the punt, and he sends this one away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it?
And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. But that play, it looked like trouble from the very beginning, and it wound up being even bigger trouble than they anticipated.
Yeah, and instead of cutting his losses on the play, I think what happens here is receivers get so excited about this play call with the chance to run with it that they try and really make it work no matter what. He just needed to cover up on that one, but he didn't, and they lost possession.
On the run, this is Tipton. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. A run out of the gun with Genty. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Murray going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thornton, 28 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Raiders 21, Titans 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, but both of those units in there kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And the Raiders have got it. Jeremy Chin, so dangerous wherever he's at on the field, and that time he gets in there for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Ward now working out of the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, here's Ward. Oh, and that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this team. To hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Bryce Behringer now.
In punt formation.
Oh, he shifts past him. The danger of a punt that good. A 16-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Right back to Genty on 1st down. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Once again, it's Genty. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got it out. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
That's why I never asked for help.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
At the 6-yard line.
A final shot before half from Murray. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 30.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offensive trophy referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
The mind is out of bounds. It's telling you that you talk about those memories that's out of mind. Overseas, you feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed like you can't have enough.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. 19, 18, go.
Now Ward. Kitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Ready?
Here's Ward. That one's taken in by Spears. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll go for it with Spears. And he will have a first down here before he gets banged down to the turf pretty hard. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Come on.
Robinson up the middle. And this is going to be a Titans first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That'll be complete to Ocadro. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they moved right down the field. And just like that, they can be set up for the first and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Hand off to Spears. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Moore. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the...
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick 6.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they're defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
Makes the score.
The extra point splits the uprights. And a lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, and somehow you have to compartmentalize it, put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
Second and 5.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Moore. Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Moore. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 91 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ready. Here we go.
They'll look look to throw here on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Force the ball free, and it's second down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun here, Ward. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. If there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
35, Titans 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. To throw is Ward. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's got this down to the 35. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing now, Ward. That's complete to DK. Touchdown, Titans. Chimray DK with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
We go from sorry inside, they're ready to grab them, then get to the punt. I want the money to...
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Green. 2-2.
Murray now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And 10 yards to go.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Thornton. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the gun, Ward. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Titans 1st down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Ward. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quarter keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of her.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. Hands up forcing the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
18 Cardinal.
Back to throw again. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll try and throw for it with Ward. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the 4th down conversion has it inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Ward again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Outright to Smith and Jigba. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 8.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, here's Ward. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Chigakakwo from 8 yards out. And the Titans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Raiders 35, Titans 28.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now. Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Now 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Murray. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Murray going to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And this is a beauty as that ball is going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complimentary football, because them doing that
puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And they'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The Spears with another carry. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Ward. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
That's good.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Stop. Ready up. Here we go.
To throw, here's Ward. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. It's a quarterback sneak. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
I think in this situation, all you want to do is make sure your guys are set up front. No one jumps, no penalties. Sometimes what we call cadence, just go and pick it up.
Yeah, because it's on them. I mean, the quarterback's job's pretty easy there.
It really is. You talk about inches, just go get it.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun again to Spears. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
That's the big beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here comes 2nd down and 5. Now Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time. All three timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Handoff now to Robinson. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Here's 1st down. They'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in a huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Again from the 15, 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's 3rd down now. He's back to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Spears, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch. Tomorrow.
This crowd, boy, in a state of shock. What was once safely in hand is now a tie game as the kick is away here. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
7-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Buzz. Two.
Now Murray. That is incomplete.
And in a spot like this, a tie game late, if you can hit on one of these home run balls, it could win you the ball game. But boy, you run the risk of an interception, and that could be what loses you the game. So a lot riding on every play. That one, incomplete.
Omaha. Big Ace.
Back to throw, Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
2, hot! Hey. Move. Hey.
Motion.
Move. Omaha. I know sauce.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15.
Shit. Green. Hey, Larry. Buzz. 2-2, what?
To throw is Murray. Over the middle, hooks up with the tight end Bowers. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Whoa. Hey, easy, quick. Whoa.
Murray to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's caught by Thornton. And he gets this one in midfield before he's brought down.
They're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to move with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Big Ace open. 2-2. Hot.
Here's Murray from midfield. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ace. Shit. Hey, Omaha. Buzz. Move. 2-2.
Again, they'll throw in Murray. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dive, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Hey.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They're going to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
2-2. Hot. Omaha. Hard. What you got?
To throw is Murray. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Little momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
So it's the Titans who will control the football first here in overtime as we're back underway. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. 126 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. He finds Smith and Jigba. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And a lane slam materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Working out of the gun here, Ward. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him. They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
To throw is Ward. That one's taken in by Spears. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
A gain of
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Titans, first down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Titans, first down.
Throwing is Ward. That's complete to DK. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. Right? I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on.
Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the second time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit. And then tonight you can see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play fake. Murray. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set. Running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Genty.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
3rd and 6.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. On the give, Genty.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
A stop here is a game winner in overtime. Here comes 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Open man is Bash. He's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Murray now. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
No, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
2-2, hot, 1-1. One more. Biggies.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Now a run here. Murray fighting. Lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close